What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Rob Durant podcast. What's going on, fellas? What's up?
What's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
What's
I'm
up?
just getting my bottle of wine going. This
Mm,
time we got some sincere. Not too sure. I don't know much about it. It's a white wine. Let's see how it goes. My brother put me on. Shout out to Kev. It's my dude.
Yo, Kev is 2 for 2. He
He's two
got you
for two,
food the
right?
last time. Got you the wine this time.
Oh, that's my dude, man. He's thorough. He's thorough. Chef boy Poppy out here in these streets.
Cesar, what's up, bro?
I'm good. I'm chilling. Happy Sunday, bro. Congratulations on the Jets winning.
What's up? 3-3, baby.
Yeah, that was a good victory for them, man.
Yo, that defense. That defense. They had key
Can't blame
players
them.
out. Yo, their two top corners out. They had their probably their best offensive lineman, second best offensive lineman out. He's out for the year, AVT. Obviously, Rogers out. Nah, don't talk to me about expectations being low. The Jets are for real, bro.
I think so. They're looking like last year. The defense is looking like last year. Like they haven't missed a step. I saw my boy Rogers playing catch in the sidelines
Yeah, man.
and looking like a natural. I don't
I
know,
beat
man.
that too. That was I'm pretty sure that gave a lot of people hope that he might come back this season and win the Super Bowl. It's not happening. Just want to make sure you guys know. I know Jets fans are delusional as always. Y'all always delusional. You're celebrating 3-3 like pat on the back, but I'm gonna let y'all rock. So,
Yo, but 3-3 with a QB that had no confidence going into the season, looking like a bust, and Deuce played well.
Yeah,
I mean, the defense has carried the squad, no doubt about it. But Zach Wilson has played pretty well, minimized mistakes, minimized turnovers. He's doing his thing.
oh, shit.
They
I
just
agree.
gotta be in contention in case Rodgers does come back for like a playoff run. But I think this team is good enough to make playoffs in general.
You really think that there's hope for him to come back during this season?
Bro,
That's insane.
I'm gonna make sure he hears this clip
This is the
somehow.
delusion. This is the delusion
Bro,
that New York fan bases go through every year. Every team. Are they primed to make a Super Bowl run if they had a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers there? They would that team was built for it. Like a lot of hope. However, let's not act like he's not 40 turning into kids. 39, I'm sorry.
bro.
Look, my man said, let's speak it into existence. He's coming back, and I don't know, the general consensus of the internet right now, like, obviously, I'm not going to say that I agree with this, but I saw a post, like, earlier, they're talking about him returning week 13.
Oh.
I can't make this up.
Okay.
Listen, when he said he was coming back for he insinuated coming back for the playoffs, and this was like the day after he got hurt. I was like, nah, you wild, bro. Chill out. Sit out. You got it. We'll hold you down for until next season. And then I'm seeing him on the Pat McAfee show talking all this. You see him posting and doing this and throwing today, no crutches, nothing. All I thought to myself was, bro, I need to get on his rehab program. That's it.
I envision him watching that Kobe Bryant documentary, the Muse documentary. I envision him seeing that first thing in the morning every day. That's what he's doing.
Listen.
And I don't know, man. The mind is a powerful thing, bro. You just never know. I won't count him out yet.
If it wasn't because they zoomed in and I saw the Achilles do its little movement every time it ruptured with other people, I'd be like, it's all a lie. Just let's get him some rest. All he needs is 10 games, really. Because that's Aaron Rodgers. So
it's all part of
whatever.
The script.
It's all part of the script. They're like, yo, people got to stop talking about Joe Namath.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's Broadway Joe.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They're like, yo, we need somebody else for these Jets fans.
Yeah.
Let's make it Aaron Rodgers. Let's tear his Achilles. Bring him back week 13 and win the Super Bowl. Is that what's happening, guys?
It might be. I mean, Peyton Manning followed that script with the neck injury and coming back for the playoff run and sucking for a whole season.
Yeah, but that playoff run, he did nothing. I could have been the quarterback. The defense was shut down.
And the Jets defense looks like that defense.
Yeah, but
bro.
Nah, B.
And this same injury took Kevin Durant 2 years to come back. So you're telling me he's going to come back in the middle of the season? I don't think so.
Bro, but the thing is, he got his procedure was different. And his rehab is different.
Things have been different. Like, your procedure is very different than mine. Your rehab is going very different than mine did. So I'm pretty sure they got something completely different going on. However, for as long as he has withstood, this Achilles injury is like, it's the Achilles. No one seems to be the same after they come back.
Exactly.
Not that he really needs to be mobile. It's Aaron Rodgers. But I'm just saying. Well, I digress. The Jets, he's coming back week 13, and the Jets are winning the damn Super Bowl. I got you. Let's speak it into existence.
Thank you. That's
I'm
all
on
I
board,
wanted.
guys. I just want a parade. That's all I want.
That's all I
And
wanted to
the
hear.
Giants are making the
my
playoffs,
wine.
too. The Giants are making the playoffs, right?
All right,
Yeah.
let's not get out of hand.
Yeah.
Let's not get out of hand.
Hey, they winning right now.
We got our live update guy right there.
Yeah, I don't know about the Giants, man. I feel bad for the Giants, honestly.
They didn't. Daniel Jones just got. He's hurt now.
Yeah, a neck injury at that. That's scary stuff, man. Especially in football.
Yeah, the best quarterback since Eli Manning. Eli's considered a legend, but you see his numbers, you're like, what's wrong with this guy? The only reason he's there is because of who he beat. He's average. He's just average, but he beat the GOAT 2 times. In how many Super Bowl appearances?
2.
It's insane. Like, if you write his story, you can't come up with something better. Lulu, are you proud of that?
I'm very proud of that. Yes.
I bet you are. The reason why Brady has 7 instead of 9.
Yep.
That's crazy to think about, though, bro.
Exactly.
He would have had 9 with an undefeated season.
An undefeated season, yeah.
And then a backup QB kept him away from getting 10.
That's crazy, bro.
It's mind-boggling. He's still the GOAT, though.
Brady had trouble with the NFC, with the NFC East.
That's
Who
true.
you talking about? The guy that switched conferences and won the Super Bowl?
Yes, I'm talking about that guy.
All right. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Louis, serious question. When the Eagles beat the Patriots,
Yes.
were you happy, sad, neutral? What were you?
I'm actually a Tom Brady fan, despite the Giants beating him twice. So I was happy.
Oh.
I was not happy. I'm sorry.
The walking contradiction.
I was not happy at the
He's actually like him. His hate for Tom Brady is so thorough that he convinced himself.
You know what it was? I was happy for Tom Brady's performance because he threw for 505 yards, the most of any quarterback in Super Bowl history.
Wow, he did that?
Yeah, he did that.
Bro, you just know that number off the top of your head like that?
I remember that number, 505. I remember.
I respect it.
Yo, that is respectable. But see, I didn't even know he threw for 505.
Yeah.
And he took that L.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Against Bortles. Who is that? Oh, that was Nick Foles.
Nick Foles,
What am I thinking about?
Blake Bortles.
He took the L to Nick Foles. Where is Nick Foles? Can anybody pull that up?
No clue.
Is he on the Colts?
No, that's
Minshew.
Let me see where Nick Foles is at.
Where is Nick Foles? That's a great question because that's a Super Bowl champ that I didn't hear about even the next season that followed. It's kind of like they were like, well, Carson Wentz is back in He's sucking, so we're just gonna go in another direction completely.
He's 34 years old from Austin, Texas, and he is a free agent.
Wow.
Oh.
So
Okay.
where did he go after that Super Bowl? Do y'all remember?
Uh,
I think he stayed with them for the next year because Carson Wentz got hurt again, but then he got eliminated in the playoffs the following year.
I think they traded him to another team.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And that quarterback, so I think he went to the Bears. Let me see.
So the
I think
Bears
sounds
that he didn't
familiar.
play,
No, that sounds right.
and he didn't play.
He
That's
did
impossible.
because every team he goes to, the quarterback gets injured, the starting quarterback, and then he takes over.
Ese tigre está salado, loco. I don't want him on my team.
I don't know if he's Salah or he's blessed. I don't know. It's debatable.
Perspective, huh?
Yeah,
But
half
that's
glass,
a Super Bowl champ.
half full.
Is that the greatest backup QB of all time because he beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl?
I mean, he has a case.
Yo, he showed up, said, "I need a Super Bowl ring," and did.
Yeah.
His career might as well be 1 year. I'd take it. Shit. They'd be like, "Yo, aren't you the quarterback that beat Tom Brady?" Yeah, I just, decided to play football one day and I beat the GOAT. That's some intense shit.
I respect that.
Hey, listen, Roberto.
What up?
Rob, my bad.
Act like you don't know my name, bro. What are you apologizing for saying my name?
Yo, he apologized quick. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Don't kick me out.
If the Jets win the Super Bowl this year, I will lose 200 pounds. I am dead serious.
Yeah, I heard it here, folks. Yeah, I heard it here
first.
Yo.
All right.
Bet.
Can we make it a little more realistic though?
What?
If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this year, you lose 200 pounds.
Nah, because then I'm gonna have to really lose 200 pounds.
It's a great possibility.
That's a great possibility for me to lose.
He said, hold on, that's a little too realistic for me. I'm not trying to get rid of these 200 pounds. I kind of like it.
I kind of like this. Yeah.
It make my face look cute too. I respect it. I respect it. But if Aaron Rodgers comes back week 13, you can't take this back.
Yeah, it's done.
We speaking it.
Speaking it into existence.
Jason, what's happening in week 13?
I don't know. I'm not gonna make
No, you got me to buy in. You got me to buy in on this speaking to existence shit. And now you just
Now he's taking it back. He's walking it back.
He's coming back this year. I'll say that. How about that? He'll be back this year before the playoffs start.
But the Jets better hope that they can stay afloat.
Bro, they just went through they went through a gauntlet of QBs to start the season. That's what I'm saying. Like 3-3, like that's you basically limited Patrick Mahomes. I mean, the referees gave him that game.
That is true.
Like that's OD.
Yeah.
Put some respect on that defense.
The defense is gonna keep them in any game.
Yeah.
So all it takes is one, 2, or 3 plays in a game, and that makes that's what makes the biggest difference. And I feel like Zach is growing each and every week. He's not doing that many mistakes as I'm accustomed to seeing from him.
And even you could see his comfort in the pocket now, man. Like before, he was scared. He would be, like all nervous jumping around. He's in the pocket now for the most part.
And
so
from what I hear, they're letting him sling it too. Because I haven't been sitting down watching these games. I'm going to be real. But he's been slinging it apparently.
Yeah.
They were very tentative with him.
They were very conservative, obviously, that Bills game, that first game. But, he came in after an injury kind of thing. And against the Chiefs is where they really let him go. And I like to see that. Like he's good when you let him rock, but I get the holding him back occasionally, but you gotta let him rock, man, and establish that run. And like Cesar said, that defense is gonna carry them. I think a win like today, where you beat a 5-0 Eagles team with your top guys out, that's some inspirational stuff there, man.
I think
Could
that's
have
why it's
been like a
important.
yeah. Go ahead, bro.
No. I was gonna say it's important. That's it. That's all it was, really. It's important that if the defense is doing that and taking care of that side of the ball, the QB is supposed to put points up. So if your defense is that locked down, let your QB do his thing.
Yeah,
Run a couple plays, but let them sling that shit.
yeah.
What are you gonna lose?
And I respect Zach Wilson too, because myself included, like a lot of people were on him, especially after the last few years and going into this year. And you could really see like the criticism from the media, the fans, social media, all this stuff that gets to you as a player and as a person. And dude has overcome that. And credit to Rodgers, I think a lot of it, because I think him being in his ear is like a big boost of confidence. The team having his back this year. But credit to Zach for showing that maturity and really not letting the noise affect them. Because I'm sure like athletes have to hear it, and it messes with them.
The fact he came back from what he did last year is it was last year, right? That he came at that they were like, "Yo, you think you let the defense down?" Defense like shut down.
Yeah, I think it was last year.
And he was like, "Nah." It's like, what? You kidding me? But it's like you said, credit to him for coming back from something like that.
Yeah. Speaking of that, since we're there, we'll jump into it because I know Lulu was talking about this before. But like athlete criticism, I wonder what's your take on that? Like how athletes receive the criticism, how they overcome it, how it could affect them. Because at the end of the day, athletes are humans, like all of us. They just happen to make a bunch of money. But I don't think it absolves them from feeling like the effects of all that criticism.
Yeah, like I caught myself. It's funny you mentioned that now. So, the Eagles weren't the only undefeated team that got their first loss today. The Cleveland Browns also gave the 49ers their first loss as well because of the defense, And I was thinking about, like, you see how the kicker, he missed that 41-yard field goal? I wonder that walk back in the locker room and, like, all these guys that put their life on the line, and tried their best to get a dub. And, all you have to do was nail a field goal. I could imagine what kind of mental pressure those kickers must be feeling when they go back in the locker room. Like, could y'all imagine yourselves, like, how would that be? Like, how would y'all react? Like, would y'all be, like, would y'all face it, like, head on?
Stone cold, B. Stone cold. This is my job. It's what I do. I got a whole team, a whole locker room full of dudes that got my back. He probably went back then. They're probably like, yo, it's all right. We got another game tomorrow. Granted, because they're, at this point, the is their first loss. So teams that have aspirations to win the chip, when you're an athlete, you have to have this mental fortitude to be. Like, you don't get to this place without being able to have that mental fortitude to be like, yo, I got to work on this. I got to work on that. I'm not good enough yet. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And all these dudes, regardless, they were at some point the most elite person around them until they get to situations like this. I feel that he probably went to the back. They were all like, damn, we just took an L. But at the end of the day, they're like, yo, it's just one L. We're trying to win the chip. We were there. We've been consistent throughout. We got a good team. We got what it takes. Let's just move forward from this. And I feel like his team probably just got his back. They're not going to be worried about a week 6 loss like that. They're not going to, when your clubhouse is there fighting for wins, that's different. Right? You have some people coming at you, but when you're still in contention, you're still doing good, it's about, all right, hold on. We missed that, but next week, he ain't going to miss that. Put him in that same situation next week, and he's not going to miss that. I feel like as an athlete, especially a professional athlete, you condition yourself through that. Like I only played till high school. I only played high school, but even then, it eats at you personally. But then you remember it, and you as long as you have that mental fortitude to overcome it, you're good. The criticism is something else, but that's more for like these big markets, like the Zach Wilson thing, taking that criticism or like just to shift perspectives because I don't know how he's done it. LeBron James taking it for the entire 21 years of his career, like that mental fortitude is it's insane. You have to have that to be these professional athletes. Otherwise, you're just there for a couple of years and then you start doubting yourself and you go away.
I like that you brought up LeBron because LeBron over his career, like he's ignored Skip Bayless. I don't think he's ever mentioned the name Skip Bayless throughout his entire career. And Skip is the biggest LeBron hater ever created on this planet.
Skip
and
is dumb. That's why.
Yeah, he's an idiot. Respectfully,
he'll be like, he only had 37 points, and in the last 10 seconds, he missed a free throw. Like, shut up, bro. He probably played 47 minutes. But I'm sorry, keep going. I just don't like it.
Nah, that's good. You cool, bro. You good. No, but I'll just kind of to piggyback what you're saying, like the way LeBron has handled criticism in general, I think he's probably the most criticized athlete of our generation. And
easily.
And just responds to it. You know, people get mad because he passes the ball, but he makes the best basketball decision. I get it. You want him to shoot it, but he's making the best basketball move. So I'll pass it on to y'all. What do y'all think about LeBron and the criticism over his whole career?
I let the man that has been justifying it. Go ahead.
I believe that when you're at that high level like LeBron James is, of course you're human and you pay attention to the fans and the criticism and everything, but you can't let that show. You can't take that with you while you're playing the game. It's true what Irvin said about mental fortitude. It's like having that Mamba mentality. Rest in peace, Kobe. And you gotta go out there and give it 100%. Don't worry about the critics or whatever. But when you're alone in your house or whatever, then you could like read into the comments and see what they're saying. But don't bring that shit out to the game.
Yeah, and I just feel like, you know, him overcoming the criticism makes his story and his career even greater, you know. And this is a quote that came from him himself. He was like, the man upstairs is not going to put me in a situation that I can't handle. So, you know, that's his mentality. Like he doesn't, like it seems like he knows that some things are just out of his control, but he accepts it and he thrives on it and he adjusts and and he looks special doing it, you know. But again, that's LeBron James. There's very few athletes that we can compare to him. So, like, you know, at the end of the day, all these athletes are humans and they might be going through so many other things outside of the sport that they're playing. And we'll, you know, us as a collective, we could be more empathetic towards them. And kind of we could criticize their game, fine, that's fine. But whenever they do open up about their personal life, like they actually let us in on it, we should be willing to listen in. Because you just never know what people are going through. So, you know, that's my 2 cents when it comes to like, you know, athletes and the criticism. You can criticize an athlete, their game, fine. But it's just once it starts getting outside of that, you try to like go after their character, or it starts becoming like almost cyberbullying or something like that. Like that's where I draw the line.
Man, I'll cyberbully KD right now because he might respond.
Well,
oh wait, somebody mentioned my name. KD might be like, man, these guys are 4 episodes in talking about me. When it comes to like I agree with the whole criticize the game part, but he made a personal decision, which I feel very strongly about. Although it's a personal decision, I don't care. I think everybody feels this way, or most people feel this way about that decision he made to join the Warriors. when it's stuff like that, when you take the competitive nature out of it, because he did that, and everybody was like, "What are we doing?" LeBron had what 52 points that game, and if it wasn't for a J.R. Smith error, they could have won that game. That reminded me of 2001 Allen Iverson against the Lakers. When you're going up against Shaq and Kobe, like in their prime, coming off a championship win, and you're with the 76ers and your second best player is like a 72 overall type shit. That Herculean type effort that AI made to try to win one game. LeBron was on the verge of doing that against a team that won 73 games the year before and substituted Harrison Barnes for Kevin Durant because he chose to go there. He wasn't traded there. He literally chose to just sign on paper and be like, let's win a championship together. Stuff like that, when you go ahead and the reason why you got to that point is because you've been competitive your whole life. It's because you have withstood the criticism. You have seen your weaknesses and the holes in your games, and you have adjusted to it. And you have gone against opposition that's been your equal or right about there. People have been like, oh, you're the underdog. And you have overcome those obstacles. When you make a personal decision to essentially bypass that part of the game, I can't respect shit like that. Like, even if I'm playing pickup, I don't look at the team and be like, yo, I want him. That makes it the easiest. Oftentimes, I'm like, nah, I want to go ahead, and no offense, Lulu, but I'll be like, I'll take Lulu, and I'll go against you, Roro, and Cesar. I'll take, like, nah, give me the shit that's going to make me work the hardest for this W. That's the road I want to travel. You he ain't have to do all that. He could have gone to the Spurs. He could have stayed with OKC because you had your foot on their neck. You could have gone so many other places. But that personal decision, I don't abide by it. It was a bitch move. Censor that if you want to. KD, reply if you want to. We're on the Pacific Floor. I'd love it if you reply. Because KD, regardless, is still one of the best players, one of the greatest players you've ever seen take up a court. Dude could do everything. Everything. And he's 6'11". Like, that man could have beat that Golden State Warriors team if he wanted to. What was it, a choke job in games 5 and 6 that he had? Come on now. So yeah. I'll be empathetic, but not with decisions like that. But like, somebody like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons, he talking about, oh, my back and like my mental. All right, cool. But at some point, it's like, all right, are you going to keep playing ball or are you just going to be on the court not doing anything? Like, what are you going to do? Hopefully this season, I'm hoping for a super bounce back season from him. I'm hoping he averages 20, 10, and 8 and shuts everybody up. I'm hoping he returns back to that all-star form. I'm hoping he's aggressive. I wish nothing but the best for Ben Simmons right now. But, you can't keep playing like that. You got to hang it up or change up your role, do something different. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And he's going to be criticized heavy this year because you're in New York. You're in New York, and you're just taking up a roster spot for a max player contract, and you're not balling. You're not balling. So your personal life is leaking into it. Cool, we'll be empathetic on that. However, now your game is suffering because of it for 3 years in a row now. You need to change something up. Mm-hmm. Because Trae Young should not have made you pass that ball. Keep that a stack. You should have been able to dunk that ball on Trae Young's head and kept it pushing. Because if I was you, I'd have dunked it on Trae Young's head.
It takes a lot of mental toughness to be successful in the professional sports. So
100%.
It's like it's almost expected for us to to encounter individuals that just have a different mentality.
Yeah, I mean, that's why there's a limited amount of spots to be a professional athlete on every team, every roster, every league, because you got to have a different kind of makeup and mental in order to make it that far.
Yeah, I really do though. Lulu could have gone pro, but Lulu decided to stop.
Nah, I was a good amateur wrestler back in my day.
My man, that TLC, table, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, I
Beat
was
Lulu
king
in
of
that.
that, man. My goal was to one day face Shawn Michaels in the ring,
You think
but
how many street champ music do you think you could take from Shawn Michaels?
probably one.
One.
One, yeah.
I think you could
Didn't
take 3, bro.
Yo, I feel like the Diesel. Was it the Diesel? Was it Diesel? He was Kevin Nash at that point.
Kevin Nash.
Was it Kevin Nash?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
took like 8 of them joints. No. Shawn Michaels took 8 power bombs. That's what messed his back up, right? Was it that?
I don't remember
Wasn't there
that.
like a Royal Rumble that he took like 8 power bombs or something like that?
That's insane. I never heard of that.
That sounds crazy, right? I don't know why. That's been a fixed memory in my head. Maybe I made it up because I think I'm cute. You know what I mean? That was my guy.
Yeah, man.
Maybe I made it up. I'm gonna have to
Shawn
look that
Michaels
up.
Nah. And he won the match?
No.
Maybe
Maybe I don't think he did. But
Yo.
if he did, he might have to be up there with the goats for real, bro.
If he lives to tell this story,
If he lived to tell the story.
Who do y'all think is a GOAT in wrestling, though?
Mm.
Ric
Rick.
Flair?
Rick the Nature Boy Flair. Yeah.
There's so many people, though.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I think Ric Flair is
Currently,
the GOAT for
Roman
real.
Reigns.
All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all my Mount Rushmore. I got Ric Flair, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels. That's my Mount Rushmore.
Interesting you put No Rock.
That's
No
what I
Rock.
was about to say.
Your
The Rock
list is
is
kind of
right.
invalid.
The Rock is probably number 5 or 6.
You don't think The
Wow.
Rock carried, like,
He carried it, bro,
he's
for
so
a while.
influential in wrestling that he comes back. If you smell, and everybody's like, oh,
Yeah.
watch his movies. You call him The Rock. He's not Dwayne Johnson after retirement. He's The Rock forever.
He's still The Rock.
Yo, I was talking to the G parents, feel me? And they were like, I was like, yo, the action movie star, Jason Statham. He does crazy stunts or whatever. He's in action movies. He's bald. He goes, La Roca. I can't make that up. She's a La Roca. No, not The Rock. I just said Jason Statham. I repeated it to her. I was like, yo, he fought a giant shark. And she was like, La Roca. Like, the only bald dude that does action movies is The Rock.
Well,
But not to say your Mount Rushmore is not credible. But I don't know, man. I like the Undertaker in there.
Yeah.
Who am I? Like who would y'all take out?
I would have to take out Shawn Michaels for The Rock
Yeah, I agree.
because he was my guy. He was my guy.
Me
I would
personally,
take out The Undertaker for The Rock.
The Undertaker.
Yes. I need my Shawn Michaels, I need my Ric Flair, and then you got The Rock and Stone Cold.
Hold on.
Why would you take out the
Man went
Undertaker?
WrestleMania's undefeated. A streak of WrestleMania's undefeated. You know what?
He lost twice though after that impressive streak. He couldn't keep it up.
So because he's 18-2, you better discredit this man's career?
I think it's 23-2.
23 and
That's not good enough.
Come on, man.
no, your criteria is wild, B.
Shawn Michaels is a better in-ring performer.
that's why I got Shawn Michaels over The Rock. It's his in-ring performance. Like he's the best in-ring performer of all time.
Yes.
So I have to give it to him. He has to be in the Mount Rushmore. Stone Cold, I put him over The Rock because I feel like he just had the best peak out of everybody. When it comes to like as an actual fan favorite, I feel like nobody had a louder pop than Stone Cold ever had.
Stone Cold drenched Kurt Angle in milk from a milk truck.
No.
From a fire hose.
No. That was don't take credit away from Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle
Drenched Stone Cold in milk. Yeah.
with milk. Yeah. Stone Cold, he poured beer at Triple H and Stephanie, was it?
And the McMahon faction.
McMahon.
Kurt Angle hit Stone Cold with the milk.
With milk.
Yep.
Yeah.
With milk. Out of
That's
his
why
milk
he's in
truck.
my top 7.
Top 7. And my favorite wrestler is Triple H, but I know he don't belong in the Mount Rushmore.
Nah, he has a case. He has a case.
No, he
He's
don't
a
have
top-
a case.
He's probably top
He's a
10.
top 10.
He's
Easy.
top
Top 10,
10.
easy.
Top 10, yeah.
Easy. Top
Yeah.
10, easy. But I don't think he has a case for the Mount Rushmore.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far.
Even though D-Generation X done influenced all of us. If you
Yeah.
ain't,
Suck it.
yo, randomly to people, they'd be like, hey, you can't do that. Everybody, oh, shit. Yo, that was that move, B.
Yeah.
I'll hit somebody with it today, and everybody will be like,
Oh,
look at this geek ass motherfucker.
And then you get canceled for doing it, bro.
oh,
Today. Unfortunately.
That you would get. Depending on who you do it to. But I won't get into
Facts. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta pay for that opinion.
that. I just want to say something real quick. Sincere, if you want to sponsor me, I got you right here. It's episode 4. Get in early, B. This is pretty good.
Facts.
If y'all with it, this is really good. Really good.
I mess with white
apparently-
wine.
It retails for like $30, so it's not bad.
Wow.
bros,
Yeah.
you know what we gotta do? I think Irvin hasn't said his top 5 rappers yet. I think we
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
get that from Irvin.
You're right.
Man, listen to me. Jay-Z off rip is my guy, number one. But J. Cole is right there. He's about to drop his album at some point, and he named it The Fall Off. He doesn't even know why he named it The Fall Off, because I'm pretty sure he's going to kill every single time on there, B. Every single time. And Jay's my dude, man. I know Roro, Jay's your dude. But J. Cole, if this album does what I'm pretty sure it's gonna do, he was on that track with Drake, and Drake is that dude. He bodied Drake.
He did.
Drake was like a little gnat. He even said in that same track, like, I feel like Muhammad Ali, the greatest.
Give us your 3, 4, and 5.
Woo!
Oh, celebration.
I had to do it. All right, so let me go back. I'm sorry, Lulu. I just get hyped with J. Cole. I got Jay. I got Jay-Z right now. Then I got J. Cole. I'm gonna throw Lil Wayne, Drake, and M. And that's in order right there. That's
Wow.
in order to me right there.
Wow.
Wow.
Lil Wayne, Drake, and M. Yep.
Drake before M. Okay.
Drake, all right, so look, this is the reason why. We got Jay-Z, who he may not have had, when he released albums, there were people who had top albums over him.
Yeah.
But those top albums those people would last 2-3 years, and Jay would still be relevant when he dropped his next album. And his next one. You got J. Cole, because J. Cole is the best storyteller right now. Like, he just wilds out. I don't even know how to speak on that dude. We got Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne done influenced an entire generation. Like, that dude, for a run, he had the top albums coming out for mad long. You got Drake, because Drake has had a run for the last 15 years where he can do no wrong, up until this last album, where, excuse me, I haven't really heard it straight through. I'm gonna listen to it the entire way, play it back, like my man Cesar has so eloquently put to me, that we kind of rush everything, so we should take our time with everything. Because you got a couple bars in there that I think a lot of people missed. So I'm gonna listen to it 3 times before I even give my full opinion. However, 15 years of dominance, and you have Eminem, where the dude came up when the white boy wasn't supposed to come up, and he stood toe to toe against the giants, and was like, "Yo, I'm right here. I'm not going nowhere." Nobody came at him, and whoever came at him, he would come back at, and they couldn't come back at him. Honorable mentions. There's a lot of honorable mentions. I won't even get into that, but I will I brought this up before. I'm always going to bring it up anytime we get into this conversation. 50 Cent had one of the best runs of all time. All time. Kanye West had a great run, but I didn't agree with his later albums. But when it came to like, you know, his early work, Dark Fantasy and Graduation, like
The college
I still play
dropout.
those 808 College Drop. I play them joints to this day. But this is like spurts that people have. Greatness to me, a lot of people think that longevity doesn't contribute to greatness, but it does. Yeah, your peak is great. If you had a peak of 5 years and you killed the game, great. But if you were around for 20 years and you only have 5 years, that's not going to do much for me. Which is why, like, when people are like, put Jordan's prime against LeBron's prime, something trivial like that, I'm like, yo, for you to be still great, 21 years, like LeBron didn't have a single year where he wasn't great.
Yeah.
And it comes, and I'll circle back. I'll come back to music, and I'll mention Bad Bunny. His new album is straight heat. It's straight fire, bro. From you listen to the first track all the way to the end. I thought he was gonna fall off. I had a conversation with Cesar. I was like, yo, I just don't know what he's gonna do. You get to a point in your career where, like, once you get to the peak and everybody's like, yo, he's all the way up there, he's number one, you have to start declining. And the dude does not decline. He's put Puerto Rico on the map, and he's made people like myself, I am half Puerto Rican, and he's made me so fucking proud. And I've been proud before. I've been proud my whole life. I love being Puerto Rican. I love that I'm Puerto Rican Dominican. I love my culture. I love everything about it. This dude done put us on the map, and he talks about shit that's important, and he always circles back to PR. He got people in the club talking about Puerto Rico está bien cabrón. Like, yo, everybody of all races talking about Puerto Rico's the shit. And that guy, to me, this album just like, he just stays up there. So longevity plays a big factor. J. Cole, to me, is creeping up on that number one spot because the dude hasn't put out anything bad, in my opinion. I gotta look at his, and it just gets better. Somehow it gets better. And nothing to me, I don't look at it, I'm like, yo, he's falling off. So that's my take, Lulu. I appreciate you for circling back to me. You're that dude. So I gave you a shout out. You're my favorite friend from everybody, bro. It's you, bro. I don't care about these other two guys. You. That's why I visit you at 4 a.m. and fall asleep on your couch, B. Because you that dude.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate your couch, B. But I'll have a conversation with you when I come through drunk one day, and I'll be able to actually enjoy my time with you. I promise.
Yo, not for nothing, but Lulu's place at 4 a.m. It's different, bro.
Yo, son, you were there. Yeah, yo.
I've been there a couple
that 4 a.m.
times.
That 4 a.m. hit is like, it's like, yo, who could possibly be up? Who could we visit? Lulu just woke up at 2:30 in the morning. Let's go over there. He got coke. He got music. He got a couch.
Good.
Well, now now it's Coke Zero. We're trying to be healthy out here.
Oh, I just got an idea.
What?
Which probably could have done off camera, but I guess I'm saying here too. Yo, we should have fun, enjoy ourselves, and then head to Lulu's and record an episode one day.
That would be
That'd
dope.
be crazy. That'd be crazy.
I feel like we mentioned that before.
And then I must have been drunk. This is in my subconscious, bro. But that would be dope. That would be dope. At a 4 a.m. episode that drops at 7. Awesome.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll put that in our calendars. Episode 25.
Episode 25.
We gotta let Roro recover.
That's right. Give me the full year. I'll be there.
Nah, you don't need full years. Week 13, baby.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm coming back early.
And you ready to leave everybody on 0?
On 0, bro.
Yo,
One by one.
Now that we got Irvin's top 5 rappers, I'm curious about other things that we have spoken about that Irvin didn't get a chance to speak on. Irv, what's your favorite video game? Oh, he's gonna show us.
Yo, I don't even have a PS2 that works. And I got Grandia 2 that I bought just to have it. and Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits, just to have it. The PS2 I got doesn't work anymore. It's not reading the disc, unfortunately. But I've beat these games. Yo, if I tell you 50 times, it's look. I probably shouldn't admit that because it shows how much time I've wasted. Actually, however, I've beaten games so many times. Grandia 2 and Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. Like those are, I could just play them at any point. The storyline is amazing. I'm big on RPGs and shit. So, but if you ask me like what I can play at any point, I do like obviously the typical 2K, but these two games right here, and previously a good Pokemon game would get my juices going for a little bit. Train them up.
Were you a blue guy or a red guy?
Or a gold guy. Or a gold.
But the gold and silver came later.
But gold and silver was fire because it had the 16 badges.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said.
But what I didn't like was that it was like 16 badges, but condensed into the work that you would put into the 8 badges.
Yeah, that's true. So
because you would still get the same kind of like level of Pokemon. However, when it came to red and blue, Charmander was my guy. I'm not gonna lie. Charmander was my guy. I'm a water sign, but Charmander was my guy. But if you ran with Bulbasaur, you had the easiest route to beat that game. It was a cheat code if you ran with Bulbasaur.
With Squirtle, it was the hardest to do.
Squirtle was not the hardest because you could beat Brock easily. Charmander was the hardest. You didn't get an advantage till the 4th badge, B.
That's true. That's my bad.
Yeah, I beat that game in and out. I destroyed that game. I did the surfing on the side.
To get the rare candy.
When I found out about that, because we had to find out like through word of mouth type thing. We didn't have
that's internet, crazy.
So we had to find out like one day, like, yo, you didn't know? I didn't know what. Let me show you. Boom. 999 rare candies, my friend.
I'm so lost.
It's
Déjalo ahí, bro. Déjalo ahí.
Déjalo ahí, porque
you did make a valid point that I didn't notice before. The Bulbasaur was the hardest road to choose.
No, it was the easiest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Charmander was the hardest.
I thought Squirtle was the hardest.
Because look, you have rock, water, thunder, leaf.
Did you like Pokemon Yellow? When Pikachu followed you everywhere?
I have a great story with Pokemon Yellow. Y'all want to listen to it? Because I'm going to tell it anyway. Yo, so Pokemon Yellow, my birthday was coming up. November 21st, Scorpio. Hey! So my birthday was coming up. And so my pops and my mom's, they separated. But my pops was always there like, yo, if I needed something, he got me. All right. Birthday was coming up and said, yo, what you want? The yellow Pikachu edition Game Boy Color was out. With yellow version that just came out. So it was specs on specs. I was like, that's what I want. This dude bought it, mailed it to me, next day delivery, boom, got it. Right before my birthday. Bet. You just go. Appreciate that. All right. Yo, I had that joint for like 2 weeks before somebody stole it because I was out in Puerto Rico. 2 weeks, son. And I go to my brother. I'm like, yo, where's my Game Boy Color? I need my Game Boy Color. And he's like, yo, this other dude took it. First of all, Kevin, why did you not stop him? Secondly, how'd he get it? I didn't know. Whatever. I was like, yo, where's he at? He's like, yo, he's probably in his house. So we lived in a cul-de-sac, right? It was just like a roundabout. Everybody was family there. But it was like my family side of things and another family on the other side. So I walk all the way up and there's an abandoned building. This dude that stole my joint would chill at that abandoned building. So I'm like, all right, bet. You over there? I'm going right over there. I'm like, I can't remember. I think I was 10. Whatever. That's irrelevant at this point. I go over there and the dude was waiting for me. I can't make this up. So I walk into this abandoned, like, constructed house that his father was constructing. I walk in, I'm like, "What's up?" And pop, I get popped with a pipe, like wow, like to the point that I'm like, I stumble and I fall down, and he's like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here? It's my house. What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "What?" And I look over, my Game Boy Color's on the floor. It's brand new. It's special edition. Why is it on the floor? So I'm mad. But I also understand this dude has a pipe. And the pipe was like, so extend this. The pipe was like this, but it had like a sharp object sticking out of here. So had he hit me with that sharp object, I would have got cut and everything.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I'm on the floor. And my brother, Kevin, I'm going to emphasize that, because Kevin was like a coward back in the day. If I go out with this dude today, I'm good. But Kev was like, I don't know what was on his mind. So Kevin's here, the dude is in front of him, and I'm laying on the floor over there. And I'm like, and I see my brother, I'm like, perfect. We about to wild out on this dude. And I'm like, yo, chill. And he's like, nah, what are you doing? I was like, yo, chill. And I signaled to my brother, like, and I'm moving my head. And he goes, what are you doing? And I'm signaling, and Kevin's just like, looking, I'm about to be killed, bro. So, whatever. He ends up looking back. I get up. I punch him in the face. I take the pipe. Dude falls and he runs away. And I look at Kev. I'm like, yo, Kev, why didn't you take, because the dude was holding the pipe like this. I'm like, why didn't you take the pipe from him? He goes, nah, I didn't know what was happening. Your brother was about to die, bro, for a Game Boy Color. Long story short, I did have that game. It was great because you could get all 3 starting Pokemon, and I loved it. And yeah, that's my story. My special edition. Yo, Kevin, thank you for the wine, but you could have been there for me, bro. That's my dude, though. I love that guy. So that's your question, Lulu. I'm a red guy. And
Okay.
gold and silver, I was silver because of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
Ooh. I think I had the gold version.
Ho-Oh, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, my Puerto Rico days. Y'all don't know much about my Puerto Rico days.
No, I didn't.
No.
Shit.
I know. We've known each other almost 2 decades, and no one really knows about my dark ages.
I probably know like maybe 10 to 20%. That's about it.
That'd be a lot, and you're probably right. But Puerto Rico was great to me. Puerto Rico was great. It had its things, but obviously you're in a country that where we lived at, it was pretty poor. But my dad did his thing, like he paid his rent over here, and which is expensive for somebody living on one salary, and we had all the essentials over there. So you grow up differently. That's why, like, when I'm hanging out with everybody and everybody's like, oh, y'all know this song? And it's like NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys. I'm like, let me see if I know this song. So like I had to learn these songs. So like when people talk about BET and things like that, like it don't really come to me because I wasn't around for that.
He was on the HTV.
No, but there's one thing, like Daddy Yankee coming up in the scene, when he came up over here, I already knew Daddy Yankee. Okay. I already knew about Daddy Yankee, rather. Daddy Yankee was, and Daddy, like, regular. Like, in the streets, it's like, yo, it's in Daddy. Like, that I grew up with type shit. And, like, I don't know, like, I missed it. When you're young, you don't really appreciate things like that. Because I told my mom, I was like, I want to go back to New York. And I forced my way out like KD did. Like James Harden does. I was that whole player empowerment thing, I was doing that before it was popular, dude. I told my mom straight up, I don't want to be here. I hate it here. I want to go home. Smith out here.
Jacked their whole shit, man.
Yo, I was. And she was like, yo, I don't want to. My mother's the best. She was like, yo, I don't want you to be miserable. Like, because she moved out there because she wanted to go back. I was like, yo, you can go ahead. And Kev was like, I want to go too. He had it easy. He had said it one time and he got to go. I was like requesting it forever. But Then I made it over here, and I'm grateful because I got to meet the people I met, like Billy. When I got back, I met Billy, and like that's my
That's
homie.
dope.
Like Billy's my dude. Y'all know Billy, and that's my guy. And then I got to meet you guys and everything like that. So I'm very grateful. But damn, son, I didn't know it was like that over here. I think I would have been like 6'3", 6'4" if I'd have stayed out there because the air quality is different. The food you eat is different, and you just as a kid you don't really appreciate that. You know, like I was knocking out mangoes from mango trees for dinner.
That sounds good right
Yeah,
about now. I'll tell you that.
yo, son, I would have like 3 mangoes back to back to back. What?
Wow.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. I just didn't have the luxuries, but as an adult, you don't really need the luxuries.
That's true, man. When growing up, you don't really appreciate a lot. Even for me, like I moved from New York at 16, but I think back to like just simple shit like just running to the park from home. That was stuff I couldn't do when I moved here. I had to figure out who was gonna drive me, who was gonna I
Wow.
couldn't just run to go play ball or do whatever. So I miss
Word, son.
like that's stuff that I lost out on after I
And I
moved
used to
here.
play catch. I used to wake up at early in the morning and like play catch. You couldn't really like
Yeah. I won a gold glove at 7 a.m. playing practicing out there with Cesar, bro.
Yeah, fact.
Yo, but that's a great story between y'all, bro. Like
Yeah.
that you were able to do that.
Yo, every weekend, 7 a.m. We're out there playing, practicing,
Yeah.
taking grounders.
Yeah, man. We had a lot of top 10 moments there that nobody was ever gonna see because
Yeah.
there was no cameras, there was nothing. It was just
Yo, the range, Cesar used to throw grounders, bro. I'm talking about like on the foul side of third base. And I'd get it to him at first base on a straight line, bro. Every
Right.
time.
That's OG.
it
Yo.
didn't matter.
What happened?
It could have been a fade, like him like running the opposite way, and it didn't matter. He
Yo,
was still
straight bullet to his glove. Right to the chest, bro. Every time.
Damn. From third?
From foul. The foul side of third. Like,
My bad. My bad.
don't give me that was a foul ball, and I still chased it down.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Bro.
I didn't mean to offend you.
I did take mad offense to that.
Oh.
Oh,
Yo, quick question. I don't mean to shift gears, but I was hearing people have a conversation today, and I wanted to join in, but I was like, yo, let me reserve this for my guys. What do y'all feel about? What's your thoughts? What are your thoughts about love, chemistry, and lust? The difference between them, what they mean. What are your thoughts? Period.
Love,
And we should just all
chemistry, and-
just be jumping in like a
lust,
GB.
lust, when you lust after someone is because you're attracted to them sexually. Love can be unconditional, the way you feel about a person. And what was the other one?
chemistry.
Chemistry. Chemistry are just when two people are compatible, you know? I believe that you can love someone without being compatible to them, because the heart is a mysterious thing. So, and lust, you can lust over anybody, really. There are some men who lust over women who they're not even attracted to, but they still lust.
Do you lust over anyone, Lulu?
Not at the moment. Just that's not true. I lust over Subway sandwiches and stuff like that. But
He's like, that Italian special, man. What do they call it? The Italian.
the Italian BMT.
Ooh, that gets your juices going.
I've had a
Italian,
couple of Selena Gomez.
baby mama things.
Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Me and her share the same birthday, so and we
Ooh.
share other things too, but that depends on her.
Oh,
That depends on. Maybe she'll listen to this and be like, you know what? That guy Luis Garcia, get me in contact with
I heard she's single,
him.
bro.
You heard she's single, really?
I heard she's
Yo,
single.
slide in them DMs.
But Justin Bieber broke her heart, so she must be fragile right now.
But you ain't Justin Bieber, B.
Exactly.
Words, words, son.
Talking about. How about y'all, dude? Roro, you married.
Yeah.
How you feel about these things?
I mean, if you're looking at it from a romantic perspective, I guess, the love aspect, because I love Ya, obviously, like, y'all my brothers.
Romantically?
I guess it depends. Nah.
It depends.
No, but for me, love, like, obviously, like you said, I'm married. So my perspective of love, I would say, has changed from when I was 18, even though Yo-Yo and I got together when I was I think I was 19 when we got together. But the perspective of love has changed. So I would say love is something that, like, if you have a hard time describing it, I think you got it, basically. That's how I look at it. Which is not something that I would have said when I was probably 20 or anything like that. Chemistry, I think chemistry is almost like the foundation. Yeah, I think, like Lulu, I think you said, Lulu, you could love someone who you don't have chemistry with.
Yeah.
But I think eventually that foundation, if it's not secure, it's gonna shake. So I think you need to have that chemistry to start off. And it could be small stuff like just, oh, I like the same type of coffee. I like, eating whatever the case may be. I think chemistry could be the foundation of that. And lust, I think, is almost like a wild card. It's one of those things where maybe you're not expecting it, maybe you feel a certain way about someone. Kind of like what Lulu was saying. I think you can lust over anyone. And then it's up to you if you're gonna pursue that or not.
Mm.
damn. I'm guessing wait,
Can we please have a moment of silence?
oh, I'm guessing you're waiting for my response, huh? All right.
This guy, you can't write this guy. I love this guy.
All right. So I guess are we talking romance or is just 3 words and you do what you want?
I mean, just speak from the heart, my B,
Okay.
my
Okay.
brother.
All right. So I kind of like what both the fellas said about love. I like what Lewis said. Like it comes from a place, like an unconditional place. It comes from it's a deep understanding or feeling of, I guess, admiration that you have for another person. And it's something like Roberto says, it's difficult to describe. So once it gets difficult to describe, you know what you feel, but it's like you can't describe it.
I agree with that shit.
You know you're getting somewhere. They got you.
Yeah.
Chemistry, chemistry is I don't know. You could build like Roberto says, it is like the foundation. Like chemistry is this thing where I guess that's where the momentum is built. You build momentum with people and you like the personalities attract with each other. So it's like it's a little effortless. It's effortless. But you could build chemistry literally with anybody, even like a colleague or something like that. But it depends on what you're doing. You can have chemistry with somebody because you work with them and you have chemistry with what y'all do there, but maybe you have a different dynamic somewhere else in another aspect of your life. Lust is like the fella said, it could be built from anywhere. You can lust, I mean, pretty much anybody, and you could feel lust for someone one day and that could easily go away the next. So it's something that's not, it could be a permanent thing, but a
But
lot
like
of
you
times,
jerk off and then it's done.
right. You know, like if you, like my man Rogan said, if you ejaculate, if you jerk off to somebody, you ejaculate, and you still like them, then you like.
That is not lust. you really trying to do something with them. Look, I don't agree with Cesar often. You guys know this. Cesar and I are the best of enemies. However, I agree with a lot of what he said. Chemistry, you can build chemistry with anybody. You can meet somebody and you guys are hitting it off. You guys are, yo, boom, 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 and it's bad fun. But love is when that fun goes away and you're able to look that person in the face and be like, yo, I'm struggling, but it's you that I'm gonna struggle with. Or I'm struggling, are you willing to, and that other person looks at you like, yo, we struggling. It ain't just you. So chemistry, yo, I can have chemistry with anybody. You could meet somebody today, have chemistry with them for 6 months, and then shit gets real. Shit hits the fan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, who's there? That's love.
Mm-hmm.
And lust is just like, yo, I need to get my rocks off. Like, yo, you look good. I'll say this. With age, lust has come harder for me to come across.
Same.
Lust to me is like, it's like pointless. When I was in my 20s, lust was like prominent. Oh, whoa, whoa. But it's like, at the end of the day, if I lust for you and there's nothing deeper than that, I really don't want it. And I really don't want it. I'm just gonna like you mentioned the person that said like the whole ejaculation thing and like you really don't want that person. We're gonna end up doing a thing, we're gonna fuck, and then we're gonna be like, I wish I was somewhere else. Or like, and it's fucked up to say, but it is what it is. With age, I feel like that maturity hits you and the chemistry supersedes that lust, and that chemistry can lead to that love. But like you pretty much know, like I feel like in my experience at least, pretty instantly if that chemistry is gonna translate or not. So like I'm very, very particular about where I expense my energy nowadays. And not to like deal with the prototypical energy and vibes and all this other extra shit that people always go by. But it's just like I'd rather be in my room on a Sunday night, although it's football Sunday, although people are out there. I'd rather be here talking to my dudes about things that we can relate to. Like, even if we weren't recording, I'd be talking to you guys. I think we did that last week, Lulu and Roro. And Cesar jumped in. Cesar was dealing with something. Cesar jumped in anyway. And it's like moments like that are more cherishable than the lust part of things. Lust is very like superficial and surface level. It still hits you. Like sometimes you're like, oh my goodness. But I feel like with age, you start to differentiate. You're like, you know what? It's not even worth it.
Yeah.
It's not even like why.
Yeah. My name is Stay at Home Poppy for a reason.
I'll drink to that. This is brought to you by Sincere. It'll be so sincere, so sincere.
Yo, bro, but I like what you said, man, about basically not giving, like, right away, you don't want to give that time and things like that. Because, I mean, even from a young age for me, I've probably had 3 girlfriends my whole life, bro. And I married one of them. So for me, it was
batting 333.
MVP.
But for me, it was but for me, it was you know, not that I wanted to be bouncing around from girl to girl and anything like that, but like if it wasn't working out, I wasn't gonna continue to put that energy into it. Like it was a waste of time for me and for her. Because if we're not invested, we're not meshing, why force it out? Why
Right.
continue to go on for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, if we know the outcome is not going to change?
Mm.
So I used to be very straight up with women though. Like I would let them know what the intent is. This is, you know, if you down, we out, we good. But yeah, I'm with that. Not expensing energy for the sake of expensing energy.
Yeah, when
it
you
just
get
puts you in a loop.
Yeah.
when you get
I
older,
heard you.
when you get older, you just start valuing your time more. I guess maybe our teenage years, you know, maybe our hormones have something to do with it. Maybe that's why lust creeped in. Our prefrontal cortex wasn't fully developed as well, so maybe.
Yo, you
But
got a disclaimer for us?
I do have a full disclaimer. I am not a psychiatrist. I don't know shit. All right, don't listen to me.
Full disclaimer.
The size of the brain.
But yeah, man. It's I don't know. I guess I just think like you guys. I think like if it's not meaningful, if it doesn't seem like it's something that's gonna be a permanent thing, then I lose interest.
Mm. You a deep brother, man.
Yeah, man. I'm always diving deep. Always.
That's what she said.
Respect.
Put your 2 fingers up, bro. Wait, where is it? Why does it work for you? Why doesn't it work for you? I think your fingers are invisible, bro.
It could be.
Do you have fingers?
Cool.
You.
I do.
Put it away from the blur. Put it here. Oh! What was
The
that?
balloons.
Y'all see the balloons, right?
Yeah. We see the
All
whole
right,
thing.
so in the recording, it should be there.
Yeah.
Why does it only show up for me? Can y'all please, like, do it?
Well, I don't got an iPhone, so.
Yeah, me either, bro.
But he does.
He's different.
I think you got to put more enthusiasm into it, bro.
We'll figure it out. We'll get it right. We'll get it right. You know, next up.
My man started crumping, B. 2006.
That was a good question, though, Herb. You
That was
damn.
deep. We got deep.
Yeah.
No, that's what. All I'm ever
appreciate
trying
that.
to do is try to get deep.
I respect that.
That's what.
I appreciate you wanting to get deep with us.
Oh, snap.
Full disclaimer.
Oh, snap. I'm going to be real, though. I'm glad that I got to speak to you guys tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to pop this bottle. And this is really good. I think I'm going to actually get another one.
Hey.
It was a gift from Kevin. I know I said in the beginning, but shout out to that dude, man. You want to know another cool story involving Kevin that's not actually cool for him? There was one time, so all the little kids knew me as his brother. No, they didn't know me as his brother. They knew that he was my little brother, but I got along with all the little dudes, right? There was one time Kevin was a troublemaker. Kev been troublemaker his whole life. So I'm playing volleyball in Puerto Rico. We all played volleyball. We all did track. We all played kickball. It was super dope. You didn't have technology. Like you had your TVs or whatever, but you probably had just the basic channel. But you're always outside. You're always playing. And during recess or lunch, whatever it was, we would be able to play sports. And we were playing volleyball. And like a group of like 5 little kids come up to me like, oh, Irvin, your brother's about to get beat up. Your brother's about to get beat up. And I'm like, oh snap, where at? That's my little brother. You got me fucked up. You don't think I'm gonna defend my little brother? Whatever. I follow them. It's like 5 of them little dudes. I follow them, and the 3 dumb dudes in the school. And I say dumb dudes with emphasis because the school was 1st grade to 5th grade, and these dudes were 12, 13 years old. Why are you here? Why are you here? You got left back 2, 3 times. Why are you here? And one of them was this yoked ass. I do push-ups daily. You could tell I do push-ups daily. He was one of those 13-year-olds that it's like, damn, you 13 for real. You might be 16. You got the little mustache looking like Morticia's husband. I forgot his name, but you got the mustache going. Like, you grown. And I'm all of 10, 11 years old. But at that point, I had already got in a couple fights. I'm all right. Kev calls, they call me over. I show up, and it's just Kev. Kev's like 7, 8 years old. And then it's me. And I go, Kev, it's okay. I got this. Bad words for me to say to an 8-year-old. He said, okay, and
I'm out.
and just played tag with his friends. And I'm facing 3. One of them was 12, the other 2 were 13. And I'm like, yo, it's a wrap for me. It's a wrap. Luckily for me, they didn't have hands. Like they really didn't. Like they were just kind of big, but not really that big. Just big enough for me to be like, oh, you kind of big. But that other dude, that 13-year-old I'm talking about, he was B. So whatever. I'm holding my own. Pop, 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 pop. And we fighting for like 2 minutes. And I'm holding my own. I'm very proud of this, even though I lost. But I'm very proud. Whatever. One of them falls, the other one falls. Me and the big dude duke it out. He backs away at one point. I go back to the other ones. And at this point, that shit is over with. I'm about to get beat up. And I know it. I feel it. Because I'm like, yo, this never ends. Boom, I hit one of them. I'm like, all right, cool. I turned this way. The big dude done hit me in my stomach. Leveled me. And thankfully, thank you, Lord, they didn't stop me out. They didn't keep punching me. They just let me fall.
Okay.
After that, we got cool with each other because I held my own. Whatever. That was like the 5th time Kev left me alone to fight his battles.
Damn.
Which it's crazy because, yo, Kev always would beef with me. And I would just be the big brother, be like, yo, let me not even do anything to this dude. But Kev would be beefing with me like on some like, what you say to me? Something? And I'm like, yo, chill out. You can't say that. We're on a podcast. But like, I'm like, yo, where's this kid that's always trying to bully me? Because Kevin bullied me up until one day he realized he couldn't. But Kev bullied me for years. That dude.
But he's made up for it now with the wine and the food.
He's made up for it. That dude can do no wrong to me, bro. I love that guy, yo. Let's talk about brotherhood because I know we got one here. I know you got your older brother. I know you got your sister. I know you got your sisters. And one of them be visiting you. That I know of, at least one of them be visiting you. But that bond you have with your siblings, man, is irreplaceable, son. Irreplaceable. I'll give a shout out because my sister, when she watches this, whatever amount of minutes is in, she's gonna be upset that I didn't mention her name before this. Solange, I love you. My older brother Sixto, I love you. And my sister Denise, I've only met her once, but when I embraced her, the bond you have with your siblings, man, is so important. That shit takes you through life. You experience some shit with these people, man.
Yeah.
I witness it with Cesar and Ashley all the time.
The what?
I said I witness it with you and Ashley all the time. They have a crazy equilibrium. If Cesar's having an off day, Ashley's right here. And Cesar got to come down here and like leveled off. If Ashley's having an off day, Cesar's right here. And they just level each other off. And when they good, they're right here. They've had, for the 15 plus years I've known Cesar, they've had that balance for each other. I've seen Cesar walk in and be like, leave me alone. And Ashley's like, all right, I love you. And then I've seen Ashley be like, and Cesar's like, it's okay, I love you. Here's a Snickers. It's like, yo, how do you know? How do you feel it in your core that your sibling is feeling away, and you just take like, and it's something that's, it goes back to that love thing. It's inexplicable. You just know.
Exactly.
You just know what they need. You know what? I know that Roro, you've been a confidant for Jess, and you like been that support, that rock, and everything like that. I know Lulu the other day, or you had your sister come through, right? Your sister came through
she's
the other
coming
day?
on Wednesday.
She's coming on Wednesday.
Me and her, we've always been close and everything, but when we lost our mother last year, we instantly we knew we had to be there for each other. She comes all the time. We go to movies, we go out to eat. Like I love her. Like I really do. And I got another younger sister who I only met once. But with the time that I met her, we hit it off. It was fun. I was 12, she was 10, and we still talk to this day. She still lives in Florida.
All right.
So yes, the siblings are the best. And even though my big sister, she's my half sister, she feels like my 100% full blooded sister.
That's dope, man. Yeah, that sibling stuff is legit, man. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, unfortunately, we lose our parents, and then what we got left is our siblings to kind of pick up the pieces, and we pick up our own pieces together. You know, I'm lucky enough. I got two sisters and a brother, older sister, younger sister, and we each have a different bond with each other. You know, my older sister and I, she was like a mother figure to me my whole life. My brother was there for me in times that I didn't even know he was there for me. Like I'd be hearing stories from him today, and it's like, oh, you had my back then. Oh, you were doing this for me, and it's like for me, I'm coasting through life, not realizing that he's clearing the path. So like that's some dope stuff to have. And then with my younger sister, I've kind of done that for her, where she's kind of had it, you know, not so much easy, especially of late. But I can't speak on her story. But you know, I've done my best to kind of clear her path as much as I can, you know, within my power and stuff like that. So yeah, that sibling love, that sibling connection, that's, I'm glad, I hope that everyone can experience that at some point. Even if it's not a blood related sibling, just have someone in your life that can help you with that.
Jeter sibling incoming.
Yeah.
I think it's time, bro. I think it's time.
That's why I got a nephew. I got a nephew and a younger sister. We good. My nephew is only, what is it? 8 months, 8 months apart from my kid. They good. They're siblings. They're brothers. They got each other. That's it.
Good job. The two kids is different than one, B.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, and my connection with my sister probably gets better every day, which is but it feels like the older we get, the bigger that connection becomes. It's like it's gotten to a point that I don't even have to talk to her. Like I could read her mind. Like it's so I hope somebody, like everyone, feels that for someone one day. Like I really wish that, because It's like we've all been saying throughout the night. It's inexplicable. Can't put it into words.
Dang,
That's the name of the episode, Inexplicable.
I like
Inexplicable.
it. I like it.
Yo, does anybody know drinking a full bottle of wine by yourself is healthy? I know 1 glass a day keeps you sane.
I
2
saw the
glasses a day.
thumbs up. I saw the thumbs up.
Did you
I
see
saw
the
the
thumbs up?
too. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Bet. Because this is going to be my forte right here. But I'll say this. I'm a red guy. I said that earlier. But I'm a red over white guy.
Okay.
No flavor. No sazon.
I'm more of a Coca-Cola guy myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you go to a bar, you sit down at a bar, you be like, yo, can I get a Coke?
I
You
actually
order the lime or not?
I was taught by somebody in this group chat. If I were ever to be at a bar and there were ladies around, order a rum and Coke. I mean, order a Coke and pretend it's a rum and Coke.
I already think I know who told you that. It wasn't me, right?
No.
That's what I thought. I know who it was.
It's better than explaining. It's better than explaining why I don't drink or nothing like that. You know?
That is true.
Yeah,
That is true.
yeah.
Because
Well-
then that becomes a long soliloquy you might not even want to get involved in.
Exactly.
Because y'all might just have chemistry or lust.
Mm.
It's not real love. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Ooh.
Child.
Word, man.
I will say this though. I appreciate y'all fellas, bro.
I appreciate y'all too, man.
Appreciate y'all three.
Yo, I don't know how long
Yeah,
it's been
y'all
going
three.
for. I can already talk to y'all all night. Y'all my dudes, man. Y'all my dudes, man.
Yo, but this has been great, fellas. This has been great.
Yeah,
So
man.
you calling it?
I'm calling it.
Yeah,
I'm
we don't
calling
have
it.
like 2 more hours left. I got so many things to talk about.
I
I guess I got to tune in next time.
exactly.
I'm on a very uncomfortable chair, so I don't mind.
Yo, my joint's actually pretty comfortable.
Bro,
Brought to
I
you by
told
Kevin.
you gotta sit on the computer chair, bro.
I have my video game chair, but for some reason I don't use it. I don't know why.
Nah, you gotta get comfortable for these, bro.
Yeah. I'm on a stool right now. Like you can now know that
You've been on a stool this whole time.
Yes.
You bugging out. Unless your posture certified like Cesar's, you shouldn't be on the stool this whole time. Cesar this whole time been like this.
And I would like to note, he's not sitting with a back to that chair.
No.
Cesar does not have
He's
a
not.
back.
He
For
does not
support.
He's been like this all the whole
perfect
time.
posture. Perfect posture.
He's called they call him Mr. Posture in the hood.
Oh, word?
They'll be like, hey yo, Mr. Posture. And he'd be
I
like,
guess he got his swagger back.
true.
I'm literally at the edge of my seat right now.
The anticipation is building.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna get a better, more comfortable seat myself for next time too.
I gotta get up for a minute. There we go. Woo.
Yo, I love y'all, bros.
Love you too.
I love y'all too, man.
Love you.
Yo, nah, this was great, man. I appreciate
No,
y'all.
it was.
I appreciate y'all. And everyone listening out there, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Instagram, YouTube, and continue to tune in.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I'll premiere another bottle next week. Maybe I can cop it. Maybe I'll do that thing. And the more comments y'all make, maybe I'll be sponsored one day. And the wines just come to my door, and I'm just like, whoa, I got so many wines to drink from. And I give you my honest opinion. Sincere Domaine Fosul is very good. My name is Irvin. Stay at home, Poppy. I mean, yo. Celebration.
Peace
Yeah,
out, y'all.
one of y'all gotta make it happen.
Peace out.
One of y'all gotta make it happen before we let this phone call go.
I don't know how to do that.
Bro, it's just two peace signs.
We do not have iPhones.
Why? It makes me uncomfortable now. I'm gonna have to video chat everybody.
Peace out, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. Whoever stood everything.
Whoever's still here, thank you.
Thank you.